Hi there, I'm Haji, the Grey Indian. Welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, I'm the Grey Indian for obvious reasons. I've been going grey for just over a year now. I'm a practicing makeup artist and over the age of 40. So this channel is dedicated to my grey hair journey and also makeup tips and skincare tips over the age of 40. So if you're interested, just keep watching. So basically, I've already done my concealer on the eye on the left. And now we're going to work on the right hand side. So what I do first is I go in with a teeny tiny drop, very small, of almond oil. It's actually not just almond oil, it's got almond oil, vitamin E oil and jojoba oil. And it's the slightest bit that you want to put underneath your eye. I do this because I just feel like it gives me extra hydration, and sometimes concealers can be a little bit drying. So I just find that once I've got this on underneath, it helps a great deal. Right, so just patting it in with my little finger. There we are. Right, okay, so once that's done, I'm going to go in with my concealer. I use both Chantilly and Custard in the brand NARS concealer. And what I'm going to do is first I'm going to take the Custard and just slightly dab it over here and slightly dab it over here. And just remember, if you start with a little bit of concealer and start working up, it's much more effective than taking in too much and then it gets harder to take away. So now with my concealer brush, I'm just going to dab it in slightly. Now you can use a concealer brush, you can use your fingers if you find that that's more helpful for you, or you can use a beauty blender. Just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to use this brush and just to spread it across, because I actually do prefer to use my fingers. Right, there we go. So you can see the product is there like this. And now just take my ring finger and just dab it in. Really get there. Now what I do try to do is not get too close to my lash line, because that's where I've got this really fine line. And I don't need to go too heavy there, to be honest. It's only going to sit in the fine line, so that's what we want to avoid. So to get the coverage, take away the dark circles, but avoid concealer sitting in the fine lines. Right. I'm just going to go in with a little bit more of the Custard just at the end here, simply because it's the tiniest bit, because I like to run my concealer a little bit higher like this to just give a bit of lift to the eye area. There we are. Right. Now what I usually find is I get a dip just around here, and as I've aged it's got more and more prominent, so that's when I go in with the Chantilly. And with this lighter shade, you really want to be careful with how much you apply. So just watch how I just apply the tiniest bit, just there, and just here. And now, once again, I'm just going to dab in with my finger. And you can see that when I do this kind of concealer, don't swipe it across. Just take it easy. Like this. And now I'm going to get my damp beauty blender and I'm just going to dab on here slightly. And make sure your beauty blender is damp, and it just gives a little bit of moisture, more moisture to your under eye. There we go. There we go. So I can still see there's a little bit of a dip here. Once again, I'm just going to touch it slightly and take it in with my finger. Just to let you know as well, I am using just a window light today. I have no ring light or any other special effects lighting. I just wanted to show you just with normal light how this look could look. Right, there we are. Now, this is a very special trick that I want to share with you. Get your Fix Plus spray or whichever spray you have. I think this one's a lot better. It's a quite hydrating spray, MAC one. Spray it on your hand and get your middle finger, your ring finger, sorry, dab it on there. Shake a little bit off and just dab it very, very lightly across your eye. And try to look up when you're doing this so that you're stretching any fine lines that are there. You don't really need to look because you know where you've applied your concealer. You can feel it with your hand, with your finger, exactly where you're going. And just keep going until it's dry. And you know what, as you're doing this, you will feel it dry because the Fix Plus spray on your finger will dry and it will dry under your eye and you'll feel that. And it's almost getting there. And I'm telling you now that you will not feel it crease as you're doing this. There we go. Right, look, you can already see the difference. And then you want to set it with a little bit of powder. Right, so I'm going in with the Huda Beauty Banana Bread. I just find this to be one of the best powders that I have used under my eye. It doesn't sit too much into the fine lines. It doesn't make me look cakey. It's just perfect. And you're just gonna take it like this. If you've been watching videos on baking and you're now over the age of 40, stop baking like that. This is what we want to be doing with how our skin is now at this age. And there we go. Right, you can see both of my eyes are now concealed. This is completely natural light. So I'm just going to take this around a little bit so you can see basically light is equal on both sides of my face. But this is how we conceal in our 40s and the special magic trick of a setting spray. And this will not sit in your fine lines. It will not age your under eyes. It will just make it look absolutely perfect. So that is my under eye concealer look. Don't forget that magic trick. Honestly, it really is a game changer. I will be uploading my next video on Sunday. I upload my videos every Sunday. So please, if you've got this far, hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications bell so you'll be notified whenever my video does get uploaded. And I will see you next week. And until then, just remember, grey is okay. Bye.